Quick pointer, viewers, make sure to put this gear, I believe it's the hour pipe, on the motion work before you do the pressing on of the alarm finger mechanism. Now I have to go back outside and do it again. Well, viewers, it's finally time to start the tradition of announcing our unpaid sponsors on the GPWS. You must be all just on the edge of your seats here to see who in the heck actually signed up for Commercial Carousel. Yes, he's the first guy to ever do this. His channel name is Kermit the Nasty Boy. He's not nasty when I've talked to him. He's in the Gregola Productions Club and he seems like a decent character and he's geographically close to me. So everyone, stick around for another minute to see what this Kermit character does on his YouTube channel, and after that we'll move on to our GPWS episode. And remember, you too can climb aboard the carousel and get your content advertised completely free of charge on both the Gregola Records Club channel on the episodes of Servisola, or on the Gregola Productions channel, which you are currently seeing this on the episodes of the GPWS. As previously stated, this is a completely free program to get involved with. All you have to do is check out the How Can I Get Advertised video link in the description. After that, either message me on Discord or send your completed product to commercialcarousel@gmail.com. That is commercialcarousel@gmail.com.
Let's go steady for the summer.
Well, viewers, welcome back to the Westclox Charmer series, and right off the bat, we've got some interesting news. When I realized that this hour pipe was supposed to go on, I pressed this wheel back on, and our time setting knob wasn't affected, or was it? For the last day or so, and it's not like this anymore, I have no idea why, but anyway, this thing had something happened with this center wheel tension mechanism here. Something happened. I think it might have gotten pressed together a little bit during the pressing in process of this wheel. I know, that doesn't make any sense, and believe me, I'm as confused as you are. How can pressing this wheel in while having nothing to do with this somehow affect the center tension? I have no idea. I put a little bit of oil here, 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 and tried to get it in there, you know, below the cannon pinion. And that didn't really work, and the thing was still tight, and I just kind of kept turning it. And eventually, today, I've left it overnight. Who knows, maybe the oil sunk in or something. Now it's nice and loose again, so I'm not really sure what the heck happened there. I guess word of caution when pushing these knobs on here. I don't know. That was strange, and I don't like that happened. But anyway, now we can proceed with this either way. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's put our balance wheel in here. So we're gonna loop it, or we gotta get it in around the spring barrel. Shoot, maybe that's not the greatest way to go about it. This is gonna take a few tries, viewers. We're gonna try and get it in and around the regulator. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Just make sure it doesn't get caught on something. Oh my goodness, if it gets caught on something, you're screwed, to put it bluntly. Okay, we've kind of looped it around there. You might have to replay the video a couple times to see how I did that, but I kind of looped it around. So I'm going to screw this in. Make sure it doesn't go falling out or anything goofy like that. Okay, no, we're good, we're in. Now we can just gently push or turn our spring around, push it in the regulator. Keep going, there we go. There we go, viewers. Oh, man. I know the process isn't over yet, but I think the scary part is over. That can kind of be a bit scary for some people. It's very fiddly. But I think we can manage here. Let's just push this in. And once again, Greg's finger is blocking the action. Okay, there we go. Oh, shoot, you didn't see that. Yeah, I just gave the hairspring a little push and pushed it in the stud there. As you can see, I've pushed it backwards a little bit. That's not what I want. This thing will slide around the regulator if you're not careful with it. Okay, get it in. Uh-huh. That's really offbeat. Gotta do that again. Let's try that. And as for actually adjusting our balance cup on this side, I'm gonna wait until we've got our spring barrels in. Okay, so now we're gonna grease up our springs and throw them in these spring barrels. So, you know, I've got my famous Power Fist multi-purpose lithium grease. Take a swab of that, throw that in there. Try not to get too much hair in it. That's not great. Got some hair in that. That is definitely not what you want. Get some grease, dab it in there. That'll be good. And I've just lost my my grease applier. My high-tech grease applier. There we go. I don't want that going in there. And now, we'll put our spring in. Oops. We'll put our spring in here. So you gotta hook it around that loop on the edge there of the barrel. And go up and around. And as you can see now, it's in there. Go up and around. Go over it. Don't get it stuck on there like it is now. Or don't get it stuck on the edge. Get it over that. And we should be good to go. Oops. Okay, there we go. After that first coil, actually after the first two coils, then it gets really easy, really quick. So yeah, coil by coil, you can get it going in there. And yeah, I mean gloves, whoa, I almost lost grip of everything there. Gloves can benefit you on this. As you can see, I'm doing it barehanded. I mean, I find that the gloves always get stuck in the spring. They get in between the coils, and then they just get stuck in there, and then I have to pull them out almost every time it goes around. But they also can help you if things go wrong, like they almost just did, and we're getting the last few of them in there. Come on. There we go. There we go, we're in. Now we take our barrel great wheel. We take our great wheel here, put it in, clip it on the spring, and away we go. Oh shoot, no. Well, no. This is right, but we're doing it too early. Yeah, no, that wasn't wrong. We just need more grease yet. We're not quite done applying the grease. I'm just gonna take a big swab of it in there and just get it all around there. You don't need that much, but I don't know. It's mostly the Watchworks told me grease is well, oil and grease more so. It's there more for rust reduction rather than lubrication. I don't know how true that is. I would think this would need some kind of, you know, something on the spring as it's fluxing in and out. I don't know, or flexing in and out. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's that. Get our barrel cover on, or our, you know what I mean, the great wheel. Make sure it's hooked in. And there we go. We are all set on that front. And just for time-saving sake, I've done the alarm spring, greased it up, and put it on. We'll do the more interesting here for you, though. the more interesting one of the two of them, we have this alarm hammer to worry about. So you're going to put this on in here, and I'm sure it probably swings out like that somewhere. And then we take our spring barrel. Where does this go? Does it go on like this? How does this go on here? That doesn't look right. Might have to take this off. Oh no, I better not, because then I'll end up just screwing it on there and totally forgetting about it. Whoops. Let me see here. This goes on something like this. I don't know. It doesn't go in there, does it? No. Where the heck does this thing go? Okay, I've just figured it out. Your hammer is in here. That was crap here. Cut that out. Okay, I've just figured it out again. I thought I had to take one of the pillar nuts off, but that's not the case at all. No, and that's weird. They didn't give you a full loop of blued steel on that one screw hole there, or in that one hole. What is it? Such a big, massive deal for Westclox to give you a full ring there, or maybe it broke off. Actually, it looks like it might have broken off at one point because it's gray. Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't look right. I wonder what the heck, why someone would have broken that off. Although that's probably from the screw that goes over top of that being screwed on and taken off over and over and over again. I don't know. All the original baby bends don't have that. They have just a full loop there. They don't give you a, they don't shortchange you by 1/1000th of a cent. Just to get that lousy thing on there, you know what I mean? Oh. They don't, just to have that extra little bit of metal there, I don't know. You'd think it'd be more expensive for them to cut it off. But I'm not the Peterborough, Ontario Westclox guy who was working there. And yeah, we can just screw this back on because it didn't even need to come off. I'm going to use my special wrench again. Okay, with this all together now, with our movement actually fully put together, although it's not oiled yet, we're going to try and run it here. I always like to see, just before lubrication, how these things want to run, or if they want to run. Oh, that's a good start. We're already getting motion out of the balance wheel. Let's see here what we get. As time gets wound up here. As time gets wound up. That didn't make a whole lot of sense, did it? Oh, hooray, look at that. We're running. I don't know how great we're going here. Oh. Yeah, we're kind of, we're kind of limping along here, but that's all right. When we get oil on, I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. Okay, viewers, well, it's been sitting like this here all night. I've had it up on my little stand here. I've got that screwdriver angled in there so the movement sits up like it would in the case, but also not blocking any of the gears, so it, it doesn't have any problems running. And I don't know, this is the motion I'm getting out of it. That is the motion of the balance wheel. And I think that's not half bad, really. I mean, it's not, like, absolutely amazing, but it's, it's running and it's going to stay running by the looks of things. So that's great. Yes, I have oiled it up. I've oiled all the pivots, oiled both ends of the balance staff, oiled the impulse pin, oiled every second tooth of the escape wheel, oiled the alarm escape wheel, every second tooth of that, and I believe I oiled the put little drops of oil, or little dabs of oil on the pallet forks impulse pins, I believe. So I've been all around this already. And for those of you who would like to see a complete oiling process, go back to my Style 5 Baby Ben series. And the reason I didn't bother showing you guys the oiling was, well, also kind of a time constraint with this a little bit, but I believe a lot of you have seen this before. So I'll show oiling again. If you really can't find it or whatever, I'll show this stuff happening again. So stay tuned. But anyway, yeah, it's oiling all the pivot holes. Every second tooth of this, every second tooth of the alarm escape wheel. 2 little drops on the end of the balance staff. One on the balance wheel's impulse pin, and yeah, they're not hard to find. Just be very sparing with the oil. Don't drown it. And if it really doesn't look like there's enough there, then you can always dab it on there again. 1 week later, believe it or not, viewers, I actually put the clock back together, finished it off and everything, and had all the video ready to go and all that. But I've decided not to show you that because when this clock went back together, it may be running okay now, but overall, I don't know. I think the balance wheel has some worn pivots on it, at least on the side with the, or one worn pivot on the regulator side, because it's very easy to stop. See, if I hold this knob, I hold this knob backwards. Oh no, wrong way. So you can stop it pretty quick, and I mean, right now it wants to run it here again. That's because it's wound up all the way. I don't know. I've got spare baby bend balance wheels that would suit this a little bit better. Well, that would actually work a little bit better, and I don't have the facilities at the moment to polish the pivots and sharpen them. So we're just going to replace the wheel entirely here in the next episode. So I thank you for sticking around and seeing this part of the Westclox Charmer series. And yeah, we'll work on the balance wheel more in the next episode.